Today I'm going to show you a simple craft. It's book folding. So I'm going to show you how to do a heart in your book. And you just need a few simple things. And there's tons and tons of templates out there to do more elaborate folds. You could, some of them are beautiful. But we're going to start with something simple. So this is a heart. And all you need is an old book, a ruler, and I don't even have a ruler, so I just printed some on cardstock. I just found a 6-inch ruler, printed it off, and away you go. You're going to need a bit of tape for the end of your ruler, ribbon, sharp pencil, scissors you may or may not need, and something to smooth down your creases. So I'm just using a popsicle stick. If you have a bone folder, great. If not, that's popsicle stick works really well. So you need your pattern, and this is just a basic heart pattern that I found online for free. There are patterns that you can purchase if you feel so inclined, but a basic heart pattern is free. So this is how you read the pattern. So it's going to give you the number of folds. So for this pattern, you have 108 folds, which means you need 108 pages, but your book is going to be numbered on both sides. So you need to double the number of folds, which means you need a book that has at least 216 pages. So this one looks like we're good. We have 496 pages in here. And for this pattern, you need a minimum height of 21.5 centimeters. So this one looks like will be good. So that is what you need to determine when you are picking out your book, is you need to have the right size and the right amount of pages. And also you want to make sure that your book has pages like this and not really glossy. It's going to, or really thick pages, because it's going to change how crisp your fold looks when it's all done. So we have found the right book that will fit our pattern, and then you, to read your pattern, you have the fold number, which is just 1 to 108. Your B1 is the first fold, so that means for each page we're going to measure out the numbers on each page. So on page 1, you're going to have a mark on 7.1 centimeters and 9.6 centimeters. So before we get to that, with your ruler, this is just a paper ruler and it's fine, but if you have a real ruler, like a plastic or metal one, you're going to want to put a bit of tape around the top and make sure that, so this one's not very good. So make sure that your tape lines up with your 0 here, because this is going to create a little ledge for your ruler to hook onto the side of your book. So you just wrap the tape around the top of your ruler a few times so that you have a little bit of a thickness happening there. And then this will save you time as you're going through and measuring your all of your folds, because then you don't have to line up your ruler in just the right spot every time. You can hook it over the edge and you know that it's going to be at the same spot every time. It just saves you a little bit of time. This is a bit of a time-consuming craft, so every little bit helps. So once you've done that to your ruler, you need to take your ribbon and tie it around the cover of your book and some of the pages. So you want to tie this in a loose bow so that if you do need to later on, you can adjust it pretty easily. But this is just to tuck your pages under as you fold them, so they stay out of your way and then you're not constantly trying to move pages back and forth and stay out of your way. So then you just tie it loosely around your cover, and then that will hold your pages back as you go. So then the next thing you need to do is we need 216 pages. But this book has 496 pages, and we're only going to take into consideration the pages, the numbered pages. So if your book has blank pages at the front or back, we're just going to disregard those. So this book has 496 pages. So we are going to take 496 and subtract 216, because 216 is the number of pages we need for our folds. So that means we are left with 280 leftover pages that we don't need for our pattern. So we're just going to divide that into 2. So that means we start on page 160. So our first fold is going to start on page 160. Or rather 159, because it's going to start on the odd page. So that will leave us with some leftover pages at the front and at the back. As you can see in the finished design, that this makes it so that the heart is in the middle of your book rather than have it on one side and then have a lot of pages left over. This just centers your design. So now that we figured out that our design is going to start on page 159, we want to number all of the pages. So you go through and you number all of your pages here. All right. So then once you've got all of your pages numbered, you go back and start measuring each page. So you look at your template, and on page 1, you measure your page at 7.1 and 9.6. So you take your ruler, put it along the edge here, and make a mark at 7.1 and 9.6. Then you go on and do the next page, and so on and so forth. So on page 3, we've got 5.8. So 5.8 on your ruler, and 10.6 is the bottom fold. And this is why you want your pencil to be nice and sharp, so you can have nice crisp lines, because the measurements are quite precise. So you can do this 2 ways. You can either go through all 108 folds and make all the measurements all at once, so then all you have to do is go back and do the folds, or you can do the measurements maybe 10-15 at a time, go back, do the folds, and then you can kind of see your pattern happening as you go. If you're more impatient, you can do it that way. It's really up to you. But once you have some measurements on your page, you then need to start folding. So here's what the 2 measurements mean. It's going to be easier if you have your book facing this way, and you have your ribbon loosely tied around the cover of your book to hold your pages back. So you're going to take your popsicle stick or bone folder, or even your ruler, whatever you have that has a straight edge along it, and you're going to line that up with your first top measurement. So the top measurement means you fold your page top down, and you make a crease along the edge there, nice and crisp. And then your bottom measurement means you take your page bottom up and fold it so that it comes to a straight edge along your page, like so. And then you just tuck it away, and you go on to your next page. And one tip I have is, say your first measurement starts way down the page, or your bottom measurement starts way up the page, you're going to want to rip the page slightly down the spine of your book, because it will, you want the fold to be straight across like this and not on an angle, because when it's on an angle like this, it's very easy to rip the point of your page, and then you don't get such a crisp design once you're all finished. So once you've gone through and marked all your pages, you fold all your pages, you're done. And you'll have a heart folded into the center of your book. And you can leave it like this. It can be a sculpture you set on your shelf, or you can add some ribbon or embellishments. You can decorate the cover if you don't like the way the cover looks. It's up to you, but that's all there is to it. Thanks. Bye.